are you getting enough sleep? Or a better question is, how much of a priority is it for you to get enough sleep? See, you might have heard how critical sleep is for health, or how much worse sleep deprivation is for you than you might think. But when you're working late or you're out, it does feel very easy sometimes to keep pushing bedtime back. But for some people, that sleep is a privilege they don't get. And while I'm sure the students and professionals in the audience will relate, what I'm referring to instead are people who live with an illness known as myotonic dystrophy, or DM. DM is the most common multisystemic muscular dystrophy. It affects 1 in every 2,000 people and cuts the lifespan to nearly half that of the national average. In the United States alone, that's 200,000 people, more than the population of Glendale or Huntington Beach. Now, we typically only consider DM in terms of its physicality, muscle paralysis, weakness, pain. But people who live with the illness characterize it very differently. If you ask them what makes their life most difficult, they'll tell you. They don't sleep well. Because if they can't sleep, then they can't focus. They can't function. They can't be present for their daily lives. And if they can't even do that, well then, it doesn't really matter as much if they can walk or not, does it? Despite that, we really have no idea what's going on in the brain. As is common, subjective, cognitive, and mental symptoms are often downplayed in favor of physical ones. This is the nature of my work, the study of mind over matter, to study the neurological drivers behind this disease and to take steps to correct it. So how do we do that? Well, I work with mice that correct this same defect, and I monitor their brain activity, especially while they sleep, because sleep has two components. See, there's duration and quality. There's time for the brain to do the things it needs to do that make sleep so important for health, and then there's actually doing it. Now, we understand this quite well. Any breakdown of sleep is sufficient to increase the risk of death by all causes. What we don't understand is this, and what I've discovered so far is that our mutant brains have lost their ability to compensate for stress. See, a healthy brain is capable of shifting its behavior. It can delay its processes and then double down to make up for lost time once the stress has passed. Our mutants don't do this. And that's like driving without a suspension or crashing without an airbag. In the absence of these dampeners, the whole system suffers. Can you imagine going to bed exhausted at the end of a long day and realizing that going to sleep won't help you? I can't. I need every second of my sleep that I can get so that I can live my life, hopefully do something good with it, and to keep working so that one day, hopefully, we may all rest easy. Thank you.